Hello and welcome to the Little Nut Chronicles. Do you know that a little nut cares for itself as opposed to just taking care of itself? Otherwise, how would it become an oak tree? Now this story is about two fellows I knew who used to work with me on courses and at healings, and it just so turned out that both of them worked for the same company, and they both hated their jobs, like a lot of people who are just sort of doing comfortable, mediocre work. And they both came to me eventually and saw me in a session, and the one said to me, "Look, I've had enough of this job. I really, I can't see any light at the end of this tunnel." And I said to him, "Well, while you're there, one of the ways of unlocking greater things for oneself is to really sort of appreciate the job one has while one sets up something that's more in line with one's truth." So I said to him, "Why don't you really do the best you can to care for the business while you're there, and sort of ask questions and find out as much as you can about the business?" And he turned around to me and said, "Look, you're crazy. There's no ways I'm going to do that. They already have my time from 9 to 5, 5 days a week. Why on earth would I want to put in more energy?" So I said, "Okay, well, it's your choice." The second chap came to me with the same situation, and as I said, they both worked at the same company, and I made the same suggestion to him, and he took the suggestion and he ran with it, and he found out as much as he could about the business, who the suppliers were, what was going on with the accounts, what the targets were, what they needed to do to make the business really sort of lucrative and successful. Anyway, he really pursued this, caring for the business for 6 months, and in that 6-month period he knew almost everything there was to know about the business, and he became incredibly effective at generating new business and maintaining the business that they already had. And it just so happened that one day one of the owners of the business came in, and he asked this guy's boss a particular question, and the boss couldn't answer it. And so this friend of mine stepped forward and could answer the question straight away, which he did. The owner of the business then fired his boss straight away and put him in the position of the position of his boss. And it was his boss who'd been making things so sort of miserable for him. Anyway, he carried on again for another 6 months. In fact, he eventually had to fire our friend because his negativity and the way he was approaching the business just was dragging everything down. And I saw him, sort of caught up with him about a year later or so, and I said to him, "So how are things going?" He said, "No, fantastic." He still doesn't really like the business. It's not the end all and be all of his life, but he was in a position and was making a move to actually buy the business. And he said the plan was, after 3 years, he'd run it at a serious profit and then sell it on and go and do what he really wanted to do. And that's exactly what he did. Well, caring for as opposed to taking care of. Well, thanks for stopping by.